This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the Premier Trade Market Wrap with Ivan Caesar.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Premier Trade Market Wrap for Tuesday, July 31st, 2007. After being up 140 points, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed lower by almost 150 points after American Home Mortgage spoke out about its problems with margin calls. The Dow Jones closed at 13,211, down by 146, and NASDAQ was lower by 31, down at 2546, and the S&P 500 was lower by 18 at 1455. Core consumer inflation increased 0.1% for the fourth consecutive month in June, pushing the yearly gain in core inflation down to the lowest level in 3 years. The core personal consumption price index rose 1.9% the past year, the lowest inflation since early 2004, and just within the Federal Reserve's unofficial comfort zone of 1 to 2% for core inflation. Core inflation excludes volatile foods and energy prices. Meanwhile, personal incomes increased 0.4% in June, less than the 0.6% expected gain by economists. Nominal spending rose 0.1%. U.S. consumers were more positive about the economy in their own finances in July than at any time since 9/11. The Consumer Confidence Index rose to 112.6 from a revised 105.3, ahead of expectations of a gain of 106. The Present Situation Index rose to 139.2, the highest since August 2001. Expectations Index rose to 94.8 from 88.8. Business activity in the Chicago region worsened in July. The Chicago Purchasing Manager Index dropped to 53.4% in July from 60.2% in June. The number was below economists' expectations. Readings of more than 50% indicate that more companies were expanding than contracting. Entergy said it inked a sales agreement with GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy ahead of plans to move ahead with possible power plant construction projects in its Grand Gulf nuclear site in Mississippi. Entergy Nuclear is also targeting mid-2008 submittal of a combined construction and operating license application for its Riverbend site in Louisiana. In earnings news, General Motors said it had a second quarter profit even as total revenue fell. For the recent quarter, the company said net income increased to $891 million or $1.56 per share, from $3.4 billion or $1.598 a share loss in the year-ago period. GM said second quarter net income increased to $2.4 billion or $2.48 a share. Analysts forecasted earnings of $1.13 a share on revenue of $44.45 billion. CBS announced second quarter net earnings fell sharply as advertising fell at both television and radio stations. CBS, which produces 60 Minutes and CSI, said net income plunged to $404 million or 55 cents a share from $781 million in the year-ago period. Analysts expect a profit of 51 cents a share. Sirius Satellite Radio said its net loss slimmed substantially in the second quarter as it added more than 500,000 new subscribers and revenue grew by 50%. Sirius reported a net loss of $134 million or 9 cents per share compared with a loss of $237 million or 17 cents a share a year earlier. Analysts expected a loss of 10 cents per share. Marathon Oil said its second quarter profit declined 11% as revenue fell and the year-ago period benefited from a larger gain. Net income fell to $1.55 billion or $2.25 a share. Analysts forecast a quarterly profit of $2.12 a share on revenue of $19.46 billion. Scheduled economic reports for Wednesday include the ISM Manufacturing Index, the Energy Department oil inventories for the week of July 27th. Scheduled earnings reports for Wednesday include Disney, MasterCard, Callaway Golf, Starbucks, Office Max, Electronic Arts, Kraft Foods, Altel, Casio Computer, Barrick Gold, Cigna, Cox Radio, Napster, Time Warner Cable, and Quest Communications. This has been the Premier Trade Market Wrap for Tuesday, July 31st, 2007.